Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back. I share simple and beautiful home decor tips to help you intentionally create a curated and cozy home. In today's video, we are going to be doing a little online shopping at the brand new Magnolia Market vintage drop. So I subscribe to the Magnolia perks and I also have the app downloaded. So I got a notification that Magnolia was going to be having an online event where they are sharing a whole bunch of vintage items, one-of-a-kind items that you can purchase online. So we're going to do a little bit of browsing together. I'll show you some of the items that catch my eye, and then at the end of the video I'll give you a couple ideas of how you might style some of these items. So let's go ahead and jump right into this video and see what kinds of things we can find. So first impressions here, there's a lot of different items that they are offering. I see decorative pieces, there are some vases. Right now I am looking at these really pretty European marble bowls. I love the look of these. I'm actually going to go ahead and add them to my cart because from what I understand, these are one-of-a-kind items that they have been collecting, and this is kind of like a drop of all of the items at one time. So I'm going to go ahead and add those to my cart. I love the color of them. They're neutral. They are just this really pretty like gray tone. I love using just a little bit of marble in my home to give that kind of elevated high-end look. I do use it sparingly, but it is pretty to add just a couple touches here and there. So I'm really loving those. So I added one of those to my cart. Not a bad price either, $32 for a 6-inch bowl. Let's go ahead and take a look at, I love the look of these pots. Oh my gosh, the colors are so pretty. Oh, I like how some of them have the two handle detail, and then there are a couple ones on here that have just the one handle detail. I'm just reading a little bit about this piece here. Oh, it's neat how they kind of provide some of the story that goes along with some of these pieces. I'm going to add one of these to my cart. I'm absolutely loving this. This one is still not a bad price for a vintage item, $68 for a vintage pot. And it doesn't look like I am able to pick the color, so we would just have to see what shows up. So let's go ahead and I'm going to add that to my cart. And let's see what else. Oh wow, some of these furniture pieces are so pretty. Oh, how neat are these? These wooden spools. Oh, this would be so neat for styling on side tables, just to add a little bit of interest. Again, I love how they are all different colors. I love adding vintage pieces to my home just because it gives a one-of-a-kind and unique feel to your home when you have those pieces that you don't see in those big box retailers all of the time. So I think it's really a good idea if you're wanting to create that curated feeling in your home to mix that new and old to give that feeling in your home. Okay, so with these wooden spools, it looks like you can pick different sizes. So you can pick the short wide, a short, or a tall. And it looks like the talls are $14. The larger tall size is $18, and then the short wide is $16. I'm gonna go for just a short, one of the smaller ones, and I'm gonna go ahead and add one of those. Oh no! See, this is crazy. Already this pot that I wanted is out of stock. It says, that's just crazy. Let me see, I'm curious if they're all gone already. I'm gonna go back and take a look. Yeah, it won't let me do it. That one's completely gone. See, I can't believe how quick that went. Okay, let's keep looking here. Oh, these are really pretty. The bread boards little bit on the pricier side, $128. Again, a one-of-a-kind piece. I'm not quite sure that I can spend $128 on one of those, but they're still really pretty. I'm gonna keep scrolling here and see what else I can find, what else catches my eye. These are really pretty. European marble trivet. Let's take a look at these. Oh, I love the look of these. Really unique. This is a great picture of how they look. Those are so pretty. $78 for one of those, so a little more on the pricier side. This is actually not a bad price for a wooden dough bowl for an antique one. This one is running $34. I am just adding to my cart the things that I'm liking. I'm gonna go back here. Oh, this is so pretty. I love the look of this. What are they calling this? A clay jar, the color. Oh, they have a small size. That one is $78 for the small size. And then it looks like they also have a larger size. That's $148. I would probably go for the small. I like having some smaller pots to style alongside some of my larger ones. And the color of this is beautiful. I like the detail at the top there. Okay. These are adorable. These are a French yogurt pot. They're like these little tiny, they're adorable. And these really pretty neutral colors. $18 for one. Let's see what else we can find here. Oh, now this, I might definitely have to just go ahead and grab so that I don't lose it. This is such a neat piece. It is a wood cane basket, and the texture on this and the color, such a unique piece. I definitely want to grab this. So I'm going to remove some of these other things that I have in here, and I'm definitely going to get this cane basket, and I'm going to pick up one of those wooden spools, and then I am going to get one of the marble bowls as well, and I'm going to go ahead and proceed to check out with those, simply because I don't want to lose them like I did that other pot. I can't believe it's gone already. So I just signed into my account here, and if you do sign up for the Magnolia perks, you do get 20% off, so keep that in mind. And then you do get notifications. Like I got a notification about this sale that was happening because I was part of the Magnolia perks. So if you like the things at Magnolia Market, it might be to your benefit to go ahead and sign up for the perks. Okay, let's keep shopping. I went ahead and picked up those 3 things. So let me see what else we can find. There are some beautiful furniture pieces here. Now, expensive. If you're looking for some investment pieces, one-of-a-kind pieces, of course, you're definitely going to get that shopping vintage. I don't have the budget right now to pay the kind of prices that are here for some of these furniture pieces. Absolutely gorgeous, but again, very expensive. So I'm kind of looking at the smaller items, styling pieces, and not more of the larger ticket items. Let me pull up just some of the furniture pieces just to give you an idea. So we have an industrial workbench here for $4,600. beautiful color, would add so much character and charm to a space. Just really a unique piece here. I love how vintage pieces that have the original hardware on them, and you can just really see the story behind the piece. These marble plates, so these are a 10-inch marble plate, have a really beautiful pattern on them, beautiful coloring. Neutral, yet it would add some interest to the space that you were styling it in. So $78, again, for a 10-inch size. Love these wood bookends. These would add instant character and charm to a space. I actually just went to a local antique store and picked up a couple antique books that I wanted to use in some of my stylings, and these bookends would be so perfect with those books. So $68 for the pair of them. So again, I'm just scrolling through here, trying to see what catches my, oh, this is neat. I missed this on my first time through. So this is a French stoneware barrel crock. Again, beautiful neutral color. I like the handle detailing on the side. When I am looking for pottery or vases, I do like to look for pieces that have that handle detail on the side. It just adds that little bit of charm, something different to the piece. I may have made it to the end of what is being offered. This is neat too. So this is a wooden half pot. Looks like there's a little hole at the top on this that you could use to hang it on the wall. That would be really beautiful with some seasonal florals in it. I like the rich color of this. So I'm actually going to go back to my cart here for just a minute, and then we'll jump back over here to the main page just to see if we missed anything. I do want to look at these really quickly. Oh, these are so neat. So these are a machine brush. These would add really great texture to a vignette, a styling in an entryway or a shelf. It looks like this picture is a really great example of the color variation. Love that there are these kind of rich neutral colors. Really pretty. Okay, so I was able to grab that pot that I showed you towards the beginning, so that is exciting. Let me jump back in here. This is so neat. Again, very high priced item here. Sometimes it's just fun to look and appreciate some of these vintage items. I, again, don't have the budget to spend $2,200 on a piece of furniture. Still can appreciate how beautiful it is, and you can also get ideas. So this piece is really a beautiful piece. You could go to your local antique stores, use this piece as inspiration to look for something that is a little bit more affordable. This has a very unique shape and unique lines to it. It would add, again, instant character to any space that you put that in. So it looks like a lot of things are actually starting to disappear that were here originally. Well, I was kind of hoping that there was going to be a few more items than what I actually saw, but there were some really neat things that were in this vintage drop, and I do think it is a neat concept to do it online and to have the opportunity to find those one-of-a-kind unique pieces for your home. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at a few of the items that I did pick up for the sale. The first item that I grabbed was this short, wide wooden spool. Now, I did try to grab the short size. Unfortunately, the product was unavailable before I had the opportunity to actually hit the buy button, so I opted for the short, wide size. I just love the charm of this piece. It would add some great texture, tiny bit of color to a grouping, a little vignette on a side table, or maybe on your entryway table. I just think it's one of those neat little pieces that you could use to add just a little bit of interest to your space. The next item that I picked up was one of these European marble bowls. This caught my eye right off the bat, and actually this one is not available anymore. I was able to grab one though, so that was a good find. I like the coloring, the neutral coloring of this bowl. I like the veining on it. Again, as I was talking about before, using just a little bit of marble in your space gives it that high-end kind of elevated look and feel. There are so many different things that you could do with this bowl. You could style it empty on a stack of coffee table books. You could put seasonal bowl filler in it. It looks like it's flat enough on the bottom that you could actually put a candle down in the top just to elevate the look of the candle a little bit. So many different options for a piece like this. I was able to grab one of these pots. Let's go through some of the pictures here just so you can get an idea of the coloring is different on all of them, which is something that I love about vintage pottery because every piece is going to be different. Some of them have the 2-handle detail. This one only has a 1-handle detail, so I'll be excited to see exactly which one shows up at my door. I have an obsession with pottery and vases, especially the kind that have that aged look to them that really look like they have a story. Those are my absolute favorites. The last piece that I picked up was this wooden cane basket. This piece just caught my eye because of how different it is. I like the worn look on it. It has the appearance that it really has a story to it, which are some of the pieces that I really love to incorporate in my spaces. Let's go through some of the pictures. But I think it would be a really beautiful piece in a kitchen. It would also look very beautiful styled in an entryway, possibly on a coffee table. A lot of versatility with a piece like this. So that is just a quick overview of a few of the items that I picked out with this vintage sale. Again, some of the pieces were very beautiful, but very, very expensive, just way out of my price range. However, I do have an appreciation for those type of pieces, and I do love to look at them for inspiration so that I can kind of shop around and look for pieces that are similar to that are a little bit more affordable. Next, I am going to share a few styling ideas. For this marble bowl, it would be gorgeous styled empty on some coffee table books. You could also use it in a bedroom for jewelry or an entryway for car keys. Using vintage books like in this top photograph would be an interesting way to style this basket on a bookcase or side table. I love the idea of some simple greenery in this basket as well. This pot could be styled empty on a stack of books, on a coffee table, bookcase, or entryway table for a simple yet sophisticated look. It would be equally as beautiful styled in a vignette like the one pictured here with some seasonal florals. Finally, I love the idea of using this wooden spool in a vignette for added texture. In these photos, you could replace the candle in the top photo or the pumpkin in the bottom one with the wooden spool. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed this shop with me style video online and looking at some of the vintage finds at the Magnolia Market. I hope that you will consider subscribing to my channel so that you can see how I style all of these new items in future videos. Thank you again for your support, and I will see you soon in my next one.